So welcome to today's class. So in this video, I'll be teaching us on how to make use of the Pixel Lab because that's what we'll be using to make flyer designs, logo, whichever design you want to make. So let's get started. This is Pixel Lab. This is Pixel Lab. When you open the Pixel Lab, this is what you'll see. You'll see different icons here. So I'll be explaining them starting from this A icon. This A icon here is where you get your text. It's like your text tool. Whatever you want to type, you type using here. That's it. You can also edit from here. Whichever text you put on your flyer, you can edit from here. There are so many things here. You can delete, you can copy, position, relative position. You can increase the size of the text, the color, the texture. You can texture the text with any picture from your gallery. This is the opacity. I think I should just write down something so you can see. Let's say I want to write God is good. So this is it. You can decide to, this is the opacity. You can decide to reduce it to a point where you no longer see it on your screen. You can decide to increase it, depends on what you're using it for. You can rotate your text. You can rotate it. It's very simple. This marks is not really necessary. This is where you get your font. You can decide to use any kind of font. So let's use this one. This is one of my favorite fonts in Pixel Lab. You can decide to make it bold, slanted, underlined. You can decide to curve it. I use this a lot when making birthday flyers. They're really nice. But for this class, I'll be leaving it like this. Then you can decide to add a background to whatever text you use on Pixel Lab. This is align, especially when you have a lot of text on your screen and you want to align it. Either you center align it, or you left align it, or right align it, whichever one you want. Then this is spacing. You can space using just your letters. You can space just your letters. You can space the whole word. God, you see, God is good is now very well spaced. So this is the stroke. You can decide to add a stroke. You can decide to change the color of the stroke. You can also decide to use a gradient, whichever one that you feel you need. This is the shadow. Gives you this shadow. This is the inner shadow. With time you get to know more about it. So now let's get to this other one here, this icon here. This is where you import your photo. You can import photos from here. Maybe you have a design, you can use from there to import any picture from your gallery to your Pixel Lab. You can draw whatever you want. I'm not drawing anything. You can make a shape. You can decide to create a shape. And there are other shapes here. It depends on what you want. Okay. So that's that. Okay, now in terms of this, you can also take something to the back. For example, this now. I took this white circle to the back of this God is good. Using this to back here is a very important tool. Sometimes you don't need to just stress yourself. Maybe already you've gone far in your work. You just want to take that shape to the back very fast. You can bring it to the front also. So that's just it. This is very important also. Use it to move shapes, text, pictures around. You can move it to down, up, left, right, whichever way. This is relative position. You can take it this way, or center, whichever one. The size, the color, you can try to change the color. There's a color wheel here, whichever one that suits you. There's also a color picker. You can decide to pick color from your pictures, whichever one you want. So I don't want that one now. The texture, opacity, can set the texture in something. For example, let's say I want to texture this white circle to another color. Maybe let me texture it in with this my picture. So you see, can set to texture anything. That's the work of this icon here, this texture. You can decide to reduce the opacity, increase, whichever one you want. This color filter helps to change colors. It's not really working now because I'm not doing anything, like I'm not using a flyer. So that's it with time. Yeah, so you can add a stroke to this. You see, the more I increase it, the more it goes up. You can try to reduce it. You can also decide to change the color of the stroke, whichever one you want. Erase color. This usually works when you want to erase. If you tap on this erase color, it automatically removes any white that is in your picture. Whatever thing that is white, it removes it automatically. You can decide to rotate this picture from here, whichever way. This is a 3D shape. You can use it to get 3D shape. Then this other icon here, this last one, is the background icon. You can use here to get a white background, a colored background, whatever kind of background you want. You can get it from here. This is the background icon. You can also make your work transparent. This is a PNG right now, is a PNG photo. I use this a lot when making logos, watermark. You can use this a lot when making logos. So then this one right here, this image size, you use it to increase or decrease the size of your flyer, your background, whichever one you want. There are two methods of doing this. You can do it from here or from this icon that is above these three dots here. You can use here image size to still increase or decrease the size of your background. Yeah, so you can, this is your background, whatever you want to bring in from here. Then when saving your work, you can save your work using, this small icon here that looks like a memory card. This small icon that looks like a memory card, you can use it to save your work. And then when you save your work, you can save as project, whatever name you can give it. Then you also save your work as image. When saving as image, always remember to use Ultra. Only Ultra. Always remember to save your work as Ultra. So you can see your saved work from here. Whatever you save in Pixellab, you can always come back here to find them when you save as project. So that's it. Then this icon here that has this arrow pointing towards the back is the icon you use when maybe you make a mistake and you've already gone far and you want to go back to like some steps backward. You can just tap on it and it takes you back to the beginning of your job. This is the zoom tool. You use it to zoom into your flyer. Very easy. You use it to zoom into your flyer. And then this one here that looks like the vertical and horizontal lines, this is where you get your grid lines. This is very important when making jotters. You use this to give you the perfect lines. With this, you know that you can just create your line. You can just add, for example, I want so many lines. I can just create a line here. I can try to create this line. Using this, I'll get the exact line that I need. It's not going to be, it's not going to be inaccurate. You will get the exact line you want without making any mistakes. So that is that for now. Yeah, that's just it. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. I hope you're learning a lot in this class. See you in the next video. Bye.